Hey, what's up, guys? Carolina Millan here, reporting live from Encinitas in California, or as I would say in Spanish, Encinitas. That's the actual pronunciation. Anyway, guys, I'm in my hotel room here. As you can see, there's another bed over there, and I am making this quick video just to give you a message about what personal branding really is and how you should already be focusing on your personal brand. I started branding myself back in 2008. That was 6 years ago. I was 24 at the time, and I just gave out my age unknowingly. I was 24. I had just graduated from university. I had just started my first job. I was very excited to finally become independent. That's because that's what they sell you, right? At university, at school, everybody sells you the whole independency idea. But, you and I know that it's not quite like that. You're not really independent ever in your life. I mean, if you follow the traditional road that most people follow, which is going to college, getting a job, then maybe jumping from one job to another until finally retiring. And, you know, that's not freedom, that's not independence. So, really quickly, during my first job, I discovered that this wasn't for me, Am I going to be doing this for the next 40 years? Am I going to be asking for permission to take a day off? Am I going to be asking for permission to travel? Am I going to be limited to 15 working days off per year, because that's what we get in Chile? I live in Chile, by the way. 15 days a year, 15 working days, 3 weeks. That's it. And it was a big no-no for me. So that's how I got into social media, and that's how I started learning and implementing and focusing on my personal brand. And I still am a very shy person. So the whole idea of making videos or putting my life out there a little bit was, for me at the beginning, really scary. But I followed the right mentors. I implemented everything, and I started gaining followers on Twitter. I started adding value to people. I started to get people to ask me for consulting, and all of a sudden I was able to quit my job. I started living off my consulting gigs from social media. I became a social media expert and a micro celebrity in South America, specifically in my country, but my brand has been expanded to other countries in South America where people also know me, which is really, really amazing. And then it was back in 2012 where I thought, you know what, now I want to expand my personal brand to the English speaking world, and I want to get back into internet marketing and leave my social media consulting a little behind, because even though I was more independent, I was still trading time for money, okay? So I had my blogs, I had all my social media profiles, and I had brand equity that I built through the years. When I decided to jump into the English speaking world, it was a little easier than I thought, even though I had nothing. I had nothing. I had to start from zero. I didn't have a blog in English. I didn't have any contacts, any networks. And shortly after, one of the internet marketing companies that I'm involved in, which is Mob. And if you're watching this video, there's a big chance that you know me because you have seen me in some of the Mob websites or videos. And that has been amazing brand equity for myself, I started sharing my results. I started sharing my experience and sharing my knowledge. That's why you need to focus on your brand and on what passionates you. And you know why I'm here? Do you know why I'm here in the US right now? I didn't exactly come here for work. Initially, I mean, work, what I call work, it's actually something that's really passionate to me, which is internet marketing. But bottom line is, I came here following my favorite band, called Muse. Okay, they're a British band. I really love them. I've been a fan since 2002. Okay, so I was a teenager. And they were doing very, very few concerts this year. So just one concert in Brazil and two concerts here in the US, and that was it. So me and a couple friends decided, you know what, let's follow them, because then they're gonna take a huge break, record a new album, and we're not gonna see any more concerts anymore until 2015 or so. So we made plans and decided to, go to Brazil and then come here to the US. And I was at Coachella. So you can see I'm wearing, let me show you. I am wearing my Coachella wristband. Yeah, it's kind of, yeah, but you get the deal. So that was initially the reason I was coming here to the US. And then one of my business partners told me, you know what, there's a really cool event this weekend with Jonathan Budd, Dagan Smith, and a bunch of people. I thought, you know what, all right, let's mix it up, and I want to share with you guys, I'm going to be sharing with you guys every golden nugget that I get from this event. But the bottom line is, a lot of people, most people who know me, who know my brand, know that I am very passionate about this band, and that music is a very, very big part of my life. I am a guitar player, and I also play the bass by ear mostly. It's music is in my veins because of my father. So when they see Muse, when they see a magazine with Muse in it, or when they listen to a song, they think of me. And I get messages really often on Twitter or Facebook where people tell me, oh, a Muse song came up on the radio and I thought about you, and boom, that's my part. I mean, it's part of my personal brand, Maybe I'm not monetizing that specific aspect. But for example, when people need to know something about social media, they also turn to me, when they need to know stuff. And the same goes for internet marketing, or when they need to know about MOB, So if you're not in MOB, for example, and you want to know, there's a big chance that you got in touch with me, or you found this video because you were researching MOB or researching me, and that's really, really cool. And guys, that's what I want you to think about. How powerful, how incredibly powerful your personal brand is, and how easy. I mean, it takes a lot of work, guys. Doesn't happen overnight. It can take months. But if you're passionate about it, if you're focused, if you're unstoppable, you can build your personal brand very quickly and start monetizing it. And that's what I want to work on with you guys. So I'm going to give you just a little homework before I finish this video. I want you to list your top 3 passions, okay? Top 3 passions. Doesn't have to be necessarily a hobby, but if it's a hobby, yeah, list it as well, Maybe you have a job and maybe you're very passionate about your job, and that doesn't mean that you cannot turn that, into an entrepreneurial venture, okay? That doesn't mean that just because you have a job, you cannot do that on your own and become independent, become free, I decided to travel here. I didn't have to ask anybody for permission, except, of course, my boyfriend. And not even permission, I just told him I was coming. We don't really ask each other permission, that kind of stuff. So I want you to think about those top 3 things that you could do every day and night and would never feel like work. Okay, think about it and reply to me. Tell me what they are. And also tell me if you would be interested in working with me, and me being your coach or a consultant. Let me know as well if you would be interested in working with me in MOB or in any other business that I'm involved with. Or if you just want social media, you know what your personal brand is, but you need guidance for your social media strategy, contact me as well. I would be delighted to help you guys. So thank you once again for watching this video. I am doing it from my new iPad mini, by the way. I wanted to test the camera. It works all right. I mean, it's a bit dark here, I know, so the video is not going to be super amazing quality, but I just wanted to test it, and most importantly, I wanted to communicate with you guys because it's been a while since my last message. So thank you for watching. Think about your passion. Live your passion. Live your passion. Work your passion, okay? Don't just think that your passion is not something that you can monetize, because you are very wrong. You're very wrong, okay? And I want you to do what you're passionate about. So thank you so much, guys. Carolina here, signing off, and I'll be making more videos this weekend and share with you what I learned at this event. Love you guys. Bye bye.